Yes. Back down to Bristol. Yep, that's right. I've come to Broadbury Road Police Station. Broadbury Road, part of Avon and Somerset Constabulary. It's got a knife bank out the front. Officer 101. But this don't look open to me. Looks closed. Never mind. I'm here doing a story on DC Steph. Who I met at Bridwell a few months ago. I'll give you the background to the story in a second. Just going to quickly do an audit and then I'll let you know exactly what's going on. I know some auditors have been here before. I've had different reactions. So this particular audit has also got a public interest story attached to it. Says a security alert. Make sure the gates are closed behind you. And then we've got this bit of the police station. Gates wide open. So gates are open.
Hello sir, how are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks.
Hello. You right?
Yep. Maybe audit these vehicles while I'm here. Didn't ask me to leave, so I'll just carry on. So the background to this story is it's about DC Steph. Yep, an officer serving with the Avon and Somerset Police Force, or should I say service. And basically she's been involved with taking her employer to a tribunal. That's right, to the employment tribunal. Yeah, and this case is in the public knowledge, and the case is lodged against the Chief Constable of Avon and Somerset Constabulary. So if you look that up under the Employment Tribunal on .gov, you will see this case. The information that I've been able to work out is that in 2018 a colleague of DC Steph was disrespected, actually. A officer made derogatory comments about her disability. So not DC Steph at that time, she didn't have a disability. It was a colleague that she was working with who was disabled, and a fellow officer started making derogatory comments about the disability. So this officer, they'd sustained life-changing injuries, okay, and that's how she was classed as being disabled with a disability, and the colleague didn't care. Didn't care. Just started saying all different things about her disability, and DC Steph, being a decent officer, stepped in. She was shocked and disgusted about the comments, and she challenged the officer. Yeah, the comments that were made were cruel and disrespectful and has no place in the police force. She came up against a brick wall, yeah, and that was her senior officers, yeah, all failing her, yeah. These senior officers, yeah, failed to report DC Steph's concerns, yeah, then proceeded to belittle her, yeah, in such a way that DC Steph had a long period of sickness. And this is something which probably DC Steph went through. You know, there was no support from either HR or the forces investigation team, and DC Steph did feel bullied by her senior management team. She actually requested to leave the team, yeah, and she no longer felt that she could trust them, as her senior colleagues had closed ranks. DC Steph did suffer a breakdown due to stress and anxiety. Avon and Somerset Police were not supportive and claimed DC Steph was attention seeking attention, and called her overall behaviour challenging. Hold on, now I'm going to go back to these officers.
No, just come out of the yard so they can secure the police yard there.
Do you mind getting out of the yard? This is a private property, it's a secure yard.
Is it private property?
Yes.
Secure, how comes? How comes I'm in here then?
Well, the gates haven't been shut.
Oh, exactly.
You were supposed to come out earlier, weren't you? And the gates were closed behind you.
I wasn't told to come out.
Well, can I just come
No,
out?
no, I wasn't told to come out.
Well, I'm asking you to come out now.
Oh, do you want to speak to me now, do you?
No, not really.
Well then don't.
talking about. Yeah, that's right.
A
First,
second
yeah.
person that said to be okay. Why are you asking if he's okay? Why shouldn't he be okay?
Well, I'm just asking him.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
You're filming him.
So what?
Just asking if he's okay.
Don't ask him if he's okay. He's fine.
All right.
He's a big man. He's all right. If he didn't want to be okay, he would have got in his car and gone away.
Gone away, yeah.
All right.
I need to do it then.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Another sergeant, yeah? Identify yourself. See? You come out, you ask him, you don't identify yourself. Is that against your policy as well? All right.
I need to go home. So,
Okay, yeah. Do you know why I digressed then?
Yes.
She's come out. She's asking you if you're okay.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not keeping you hostage. If you wanted to walk away, you would have gone long time, just like what you just said. And I find that actually quite rude and intrusive that you've had an officer of a rank, sergeant, leave whatever she's doing and having to come out to ask you if you're okay. Anyway,
Excuse me. Just come out of the yard, please. It's a private police station. Please come out of the yard. I need to secure the yard.
I'm not trespassing. I didn't jump over no fences. I'm in here lawfully.
How can I help you then?
You can't. Who are you? Who are you? Are you going to identify yourself?
Yeah,
I know you
my
got
name's
pips.
My name's Inspector Lang.
Okay, Inspector?
Lang.
Inspector Lang. Okay, Inspector Lang. Yeah. This officer here,
Yes.
yeah, when I asked you to identify yourself earlier on, what did you do?
I didn't identify myself.
You didn't, did you?
No.
No. Why not?
I don't have to.
Okay. Inspector? She doesn't have
Can we
to?
help you then?
Does she have to identify herself?
No, can we help
Inspector, does she have to identify herself?
you? She's only asking you why you're in
No, not now. This is earlier on. You just heard what she said. It does matter. Inspector.
She's in uniform with a number clearly visible.
Who said it's clearly visible to who? Supposing I've got a disability. Supposing I can't see. No, don't okay me. You just said it's clearly visible. But supposing I can't see.
So you're saying you're not going to...
Supposing I can't see, Inspector. Inspector, supposing I can't see. I'm asking her to identify herself. She's standing in front of you. What are you going to say to her?
She's not
What are you going to say to her? Well, she's Are you recording me?
Sorry?
Are you recording me?
Yes.
Now identify yourself.
PCPS Risdale.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's your number?
4055.
Okay.
But I didn't have to do it earlier.
No, do you know something? I don't care whether you had to do it earlier or not, yeah, but now
Well,
you're...
you do because you mentioned it.
Oh,
didn't you?
okay, so therefore I believe that you should have done it earlier.
Just to clarify,
Yeah?
you're refusing to leave the police
I'm not
station, is that
refusing
correct?
to leave the police
No, I'm
station at
asking
all.
you to leave, so just leave
Okay,
your-
so don't clarify by saying that I'm refusing to leave, because I didn't
Well, I've
say
asked
that.
you to
Did
leave,
I
I've
use
left.
those words?
I've asked you to leave,
Yeah, and what?
Well, that's the situation. I've asked you to leave. So
yeah.
You're at the yard.
Yeah,
And
and
you
I'm
haven't
going
left.
to leave.
Huh?
I will leave.
Okay, that's great.
Now, the reason I'm returning back to Bristol is to ask if DC Steph is available for me to interview. Inspector, is there an officer that I can speak to?
What do you want to speak to? If you come on out, we can have a little chat outside.
Yeah. Is that because you feel that I'm in a yard which is accessible because these gates were open?
Yeah, they were open. But
Yeah.
now we're going to close them.
So did I come in here unlawfully?
Say again?
Did I come in here unlawfully?
No, I'm not saying you did.
Okay. Well, if you didn't say that I did, then fair enough.
I've asked you to
Then I'm
leave
going to have a
the
walk.
yard.
Well, you said that I didn't come in here unlawfully, Inspector. That's what you just said, didn't you? So if I'm not here unlawful, why are you asking me to leave? Ah, so you can't let me leave in my own time. You just said I wasn't here unlawfully. I'm going to have a run in with this inspector. It's actually quite funny. Yeah? So every time these gates open up and they're left open, I'm able to come in here, yeah?
I never said you couldn't come in, but
Okay.
if you close the gates, you'll be locked in, won't you? That's just-
So
very good, isn't it?
if you said that I couldn't come in, why are you trying to rush me out?
I'm not trying to rush you out, but we need to lock the gates. So,
Yeah.
and you'll be locked in, won't you?
Why? Why do you need to lock the
It's none
gates?
of your business.
Oh, but you said that I could come in here.
I didn't say you could come in. I just
Oh,
said
you said that
it's
I'm
not a problem
not
you came
unlawful
in.
to come in,
It's not a
so...
problem that you came in.
Yeah, so why are you rushing to close them?
I'm not rushing, but we're going to close
Oh,
them, and you're going to
yeah.
be locked in, aren't you? We've got a lot of police forces, haven't we?
Well, no one told you to come out. I'm not doing anything illegal.
I'm not saying you are.
Well
I'm
then,
asking
so why
to
you
close
why
the
you
gates.
got if you've got a lot of police work to do, why don't you go and do it,
Because
Inspector?
we need to lock up the
Why do you
gates.
need to? They've been open for the last hour and a half.
It doesn't matter. But it's
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
If
Yeah?
you're not the gate, you're going to be in here.
We're going to be stuck in.
I'm not talking to you. Okay.
I'm not sure why you're being so argumentative. Just ask you to
Argumentative?
close the gates.
I'm not being argumentative. I said to you and I asked you if I'm here unlawfully.
I haven't
You said
I
no.
haven't said you're here.
Okay, so I'm not being argumentative. Why are you using these words?
just asking you if you don't mind
Refusing,
leaving.
argumentative. What are you trying to suggest? Huh? My demeanour is fine. Yeah? This officer, yeah, should have identified earlier on. You're rude. Very rude.
Sorry?
I said you're rude. You're a very rude officer, yeah. Very rude.
Do you mind just
Say again?
outside?
I don't think I was.
Say again?
I don't think I am.
No, I'm telling you, you are.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's
That's your
me telling you. Yeah, you're rude. Okay. Next time, could you have did you hear me ask you to identify yourself when you
Yes.
was walking off? You did. Yeah. Okay. That DS was trying to stick up for you. He was trying to say to me, "Oh, maybe she didn't hear. Maybe she had an earpiece in her." But now you've told me that you did hear. That you definitely were being rude.
No, I wasn't.
You was, because you just ignored me. Just like I can do to you, because this is exactly what your officer done to me. This is why you might as well say to her as well. She was being argumentative, rude. What did you say as well? Refusing.
I'm just asking you if you
Yeah.
don't mind leaving so we can close the gates. Up.
Okay, I know you was asking me that, but your officers, yeah, should take the responsibility of why
Yeah.
I'm standing
Is there
here.
any actual, do you need
I'm
to
standing
speak
here
to us
in
about anything in particular?
yeah, I have come here to speak
Okay.
to you.
Do you want to go around this? We can talk to you properly rather than in the office.
And you're going to talk to me properly?
I'll have a chat with you.
If I come through these gates and you disappear, I'm not going to be very happy.
I'm not very good at disappearing. Do you want to come on out, go to the front office and we'll have a little chat?
Okay, come in then.
This one goes first. I think my one goes first.
There's a front office there. I'll just come round and we'll have a chat there if you want.
Okay.
To chat about it. Is there a police matter you want to talk about?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. We'll go into the front office and we'll have a little chat there.
Okay.
Alright?
Where's that? By that blue door?
Yeah, take the next right.
That blue door there.
Okay.
Next right is where it says Bournemouth Police Station.
Okay. Yep. And PC Sergeant,
Sergeant, yes.
yeah, you should be telling me and not letting me ask you about your body cam next time, okay? Because I find all these things very...
You want to go round to the front office? I'll meet you there.
Yeah, but don't you think that she should be telling me
Not necessarily, no.
that she's recording?
No.
GDPR?
Sorry, we'll talk about round there.
GDPR? And she shouldn't be telling me?
I'll meet you in the front office.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna go around and have a word with this inspector. But yeah, this is the reason why I'm actually returning down to Bristol. I would like to have a conversation with DC Steph. I was given this information and basically what happened is that somebody saw the interview with DC Steph and said, oh, there's an employment case going on, and you know, let me know about it. So it seems like some questions need to be answered. Let's see if this inspector will answer any questions. I don't want to go inside a police station that looks closed. Oh dear. I think I'll have to ask this inspector if Avon and Somerset Police Force is an old boys network full of officers who will cover up for any situation to protect their pensions, mainly, I should imagine. Should also ask him is are officers like DC Steph treated this way because the senior officers realise that they can manipulate other institutions with the flashing of their rank and long service, just like this inspector here giving me all the flannel. Let's get you outside, let's do this, let's do that. Let's see if he's face value. If not, then obviously we understand about Avon and Somerset Police. Let's see if he does come out. and what he says. I'm going to tell you what disability discrimination is. It's when you treat somebody unfairly or put them at a disadvantage because of their disability. That's the definition. I think employers should be training their staff to recognise disability discrimination and encourage them to report it. Unlike this scenario. I think employees should recognise the benefit of an inclusive workforce. Yeah, these are quotes that have been taken from various websites, and I agree.
He's on his way down.
Say again?
He's on his way down. It's just locked at the minute, so you can't wait in there.
PCS. I think it's supposed to be acting sergeant. Said the inspector's on his way down. He said it's locked at the moment. I don't want to go into no locked police station. So if he comes out on the step and has a quick word, then I'll just ask him a couple of questions and be on my way. Not going to go in there. No chance. I'm down here today at Avon and Somerset Constabulary.
Alright, sorry to give you waiting.
Okay.
Managing little critical incidents in Ross in the force at the moment.
Okay.
Is it what? How can we help you? What's the reason for your attendance here? Not that you need one, but is it, do you have anything particular I can help you with?
Well, but exactly, I don't need one, do I?
No, but is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah.
I can divert you to the right person.
Okay. Is Avon and Somerset Police Force an old boys network full of officers who will cover up any situation and protect their own pensions? There's been an incident where one of your officers has taken Avon and Somerset to Employment Tribunal. Yeah, so I'm just wondering whether or not your force as such, Avon and Somerset, are zero tolerance employees for disabilities.
I don't know the specifics of the case you're referring to, but that's the sort of thing that you can just ask our HQ. They'll have the specifics of any case is all made public.
It is in the public domain, yeah. But I'm just saying, if your own officers are taking your chief constable to Employment Tribunal, although I know not her personally.
Is there anything actually you need the police for? Because I am really busy at the moment.
Well, that's what I do need the police for.
I don't know about the case you're talking about, so if you're asking my opinion, no, Avon and Somerset Police are certainly not discriminatory or
So they support their colleagues, yeah? If somebody was talking about a fellow colleague in a discriminatory way or telling them about their disability, they would support somebody if they was whistleblowing and letting them know that was going on.
100%. That's all. Yeah, we've got facilities for all that and anonymous information of that. Like I say, I am dealing with something at the moment that's really quite critical. Is there something that you actually need the police for?
Yeah, well, that is what I need the police for. You told me to come out of this car park.
So there is nothing, because we've got like operational matters ongoing.
Yeah.
If any questions like that, I direct you to our force website or our professional standards department. But we've got all processes in place to protect our employees and citizens.
Why wouldn't you let me stay in there? It's a public accessible. Look, why wouldn't you let me stay in there? What's the problem? No, I'm asking you what the problem is.
Those gates are closed most evenings, so we've closed the gates, and I didn't want to lock you in. So anyway, is there anything I can actually help you with right now?
When you say closed, you mean just shut? They can open very easily. They're not locked, are they? The gates are not locked, are they?
Is there a policing matter you want to talk about?
Are the gates locked?
Is there a policing matter?
Are the gates locked?
Is there a policing matter?
Are the gates locked?
Right. I'll leave it there because I'm dealing with
some
operation
what I
at the
want.
moment, which is actually quite a critical.
I told you what I want.
So I don't understand the nature. I've told you where to go to answer that request. If you're asking my opinion is that Avon and Somerset will protect their employees and are.
Okay. Last thing then. Do you think that officer should be filming me without letting me know that she's filming? Is that what you really think? I'm not.
Officer
you're-
encouraged to put the body on video on just to.
No, do you know?
But you were filming her, weren't
Do you
you? as
know?
well?
It doesn't matter if I film her. Do you know GDPR? Do you know what GDPR
Yes,
is?
I do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm in
And
the middle
data
of something
protection says, yeah. Listen to me. I'm not being funny. I don't mind if you're an inspector or not. I was going to say I don't care if you're an inspector or not. Your policies, policing policies and principles, says that if you're filming me, you should tell me at the first practical occasion or time that you're filming me. So it's not nothing to do with she's filming it. She's supposed to do it, and you're an inspector. You should tell her that she should be telling me that it's on. There's no ifs and buts. It's not a grey area. Yeah, don't make it a grey area. Okay. She should have told me. You are her inspector. You're her supervisor. You should be letting her know that I'm able, and I should be told that I'm being filmed.
Do you want me to take your name and details, and I can give you a call and tell you the complaints procedure if that's what you want to make a complaint about?
You're going to call me, are you?
Do you want to pass it, give me your details?
No. Are you going to tell your officer that next time?
Well, you're not giving me any details to follow
No,
up a complaint.
it doesn't matter if I follow it up. It's giving her words of advice. Are you going to give her words of advice on that?
There's no law against filming, just like you're filming now.
Say
I'm
that
not
again?
to do so.
You're joking me, aren't you? You're an inspector and you're telling me there's no law. There is a law. It's called Data Protection Act. Yeah, and it says that when the police are filming you, there's got to be a data controller.
As per her training, she'd be quite right when dealing with someone in a police yard to turn her camera on.
And let me know that she's filming me.
Not necessarily.
Oh, so you can vote? What? So she's filming me covertly? Is she covertly filming me?
Wasn't covert.
So overtly, well, it was. If she's not telling me, it's covert. Because I'm not to know that she's filming me.
Like I
Are
said,
you
I'm
an
doing
inspector
something-
for real?
I'm doing something
Are
else.
you
now.
a joke?
Is
You're
there
a
anything you
joke.
actually want
No,
to
you're a joke. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about a joke of an inspector telling me that she can do what she wants. Is that how you got your pips? By doing what you want? Go on, Foxtrot Oscar. Off you go. Go on. This is why I film. Have a good day. Off you go. Dismissed. Walk of shame, Inspector. This is incredible. He asked me what I wanted, told him, and then he said he's dealing with a critical incident. Started to walk off. Well, wanted to walk off. Asked him about the sergeant, PC sergeant, and then he started telling me what she could and couldn't do, and it's not a grey area, it's a policing principle. Anyway, this is Avon Somerset Police Station, Broadby Road, up here in Bristol. And I've come down here to, put into the public domain about DC Steph, how she's being treated. You'll see how they start to be friendly and then start covering up their tracks. And then cops explaining, trying to say that I'm the one that's antagonising and in the wrong, and when it's totally not me, I'm just asking the questions. And then out wheels the inspector because I'm filming in this yard with the gates open, so I'm not doing anything wrong or illegal. He asked me to step outside. I asked him if I was doing anything unlawful. He said no. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He said he was going to come back and talk to me. And then he says, do I need it? Is it in relation to any policing matter? I think that this is a policing matter in regards to how police officers treat their own fellow police officers. You know, one's got a disability, one stands up for the person with a disability, and then they end up having anxiety and stress because of the way that they've been treated. And then he tells me that the police acting sergeant doesn't need to tell me that her body worn's on. It all starts somewhere from the top. That's why I called him a joke. Because he was. It's like he was just trying to say his own rules and regulations.
Are you alright?
Yep.
Still living in Longwell Green?
Who?
Still living in Longwell Green or have you moved?
Are you still living in a land of fantasy?
No, not in Land Fantasy.
I think you are.
Nice to see you, mate.
Get inside, Foxtrot Oscar, off you go. See? They ain't got a clue what they're talking about, they're just shouting stuff. The lack of accountability. Terrible.